Sponsored by the Mike Morse Law Firm. 855 Mike wins. Jason Carr Live starts now.
And if you were watching yesterday about this time, and Paul Mercurio, the comedian that works with Stephen Colbert, he was in town. He is in town currently, appearing at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, and he mentioned Mike Morse's name about 87 times during his appearance.
He really did.
Paul Mercurio, the attorney turned comedian. Speaking of comedy, ice cream shop owners Scott and Pam Martin have adopted a squirrel as a mascot who seems to love vanilla ice cream enough to show up nearly every day for a scoop.
What are you doing, Papa?
Might be heading home. Okay, Papa, you ready?
Are you serious? Come on.
She came down and just got friendly with customers and ultimately took one's ice cream cone back up the tree.
She has her own little cone.
Can call her name and she literally will come out of her nest in one of these big trees and hop her way down to the roof, ultimately to the rail, and waits on her cone.
The first thing they ask for is Putter here.
Yeah.
Have you seen Putter today? So they come. They know she's here and they want to see her.
It is a lot of fun, and it's a fun place, and she's quite a little character. She actually plays golf with the kids. She'll run around the golf course and play with the golf balls. So you know, she's a cute little mascot. We're blessed to have her.
Well, I'll tell you, that's the ice cream, and that's a squirrel, and we got him a putt. Woo-wee! We are blessed to have her. Adventurers on a boating safari at the Luanade National Park witnessed a massive crocodile attack an elephant. So we had the horse attacks the gator in Florida. Now we have this.
Crocodile versus elephant. Here we go.
Crocodile versus elephant. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh boy. This is not going to end. Whoa! Oh, look. Look. The herd comes to the rescue, eh?
Yeah, this larger elephant stomps on him.
Whew.
Hey.
Wow. Can we see it just one more time? I know
It's a little hard to watch.
It's a little hard to watch, but let's one more time. I thought the wild horse attacking the gator for apparently no reason other than the fact he thought it was maybe a large snake and the horses don't like snakes or something, but this is next level. Oh, look. Look. Now watch the large, there we go, right there, boom. Wow.
Yeah.
That is a far cry from yesterday. Get away from me, you stupid horse.
You gotta wonder, what was this crocodile really thinking he was gonna eat an elephant?
Good morning, John. Good morning, Rachel.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Oh boy, this story. Cheryl Wassis of Monroe, Michigan, mistakenly brought her dog to the Motor City Furry Con in Novi, thinking it was an event for pets. Wassis volunteers for Pets for Vets and assumed the event was a pet-themed convention. If you don't know, furries are people who are interested in the concept of non-human characters with human characteristics, and furry fandom dates back to the 80s. So, furries are people that they dig like the whole dressing up thing, and
yeah,
it goes beyond that.
It's probably
there are different angles.
Yeah, but
so she
but
brought the dog.
It. Yeah, and apparently this dog had quite a good time, as you can see from the smiles.
And now a video of a dog patiently sitting in a box, or on a box, in a box?
In a box.
In a box until his owner asks if he wants to go for a walk.
I wish there was sound, you know?
Can we see that again, please? Oh, you know, it was Pet Day the other day.
Cats in a box. It's rare to see a dog in a box. So,
Cats in a box. Cats in a box. Looking like meow with your cats in a box.
Hey, take a look at this.
Oh boy.
That's a giraffe. I think it's a pregnant giraffe.
What is?
I'm pretty sure.
Good morning, Hoda. Lisa, good morning to you. Selena, Stephanie, Belinda. Tammy says they're coming to the station today for some reason. I don't know why.
Really? Okay.
Lisa Delk says they could get him a bigger box.
Yeah.
They could get him a bigger box. Maybe a box the size of April's box. The humble home of iconic civil rights figure Rosa Parks has been preserved for future generations, not in Detroit, where Parks lived, but in Berlin after one artist saved the home from demolition. Parks lived in this simple wood-sided home in Detroit for years after moving north from Alabama. It was in Alabama that Parks refused to give up her seat on a city bus to a white passenger. After Parks' death at the age of 92 in 2005, the home deteriorated and faced demolition. Rosa Parks' niece bought it for $500 and handed it over to artist Mendoza, who stripped the home down into 2,000 pieces, shipped it to Berlin, then painstakingly reconstructed the house outside of his studio. He views the project as temporary and what he hopes the U.S. will see the value in the home and properly bring it back to America one day. How about that?
Yeah. I mean, it's really reminiscent of Greenfield Village, because they had to take apart all those homes brick by brick and move them to Dearborn. And it's actually a really funny story where all these small towns thought that, oh, Henry Ford just bought our historic attraction and he's going to renovate it and he's going to keep it in our, and we're going to have tourists coming to our small town. And Henry Ford took it apart brick by brick and moved it to Dearborn, Michigan. And all these small towns that only had one attraction lost their entire revenue of tourism, but those homes were preserved. And this house,
well, that's a trade-off now, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the long list of ever-changing divisive beauty crazes, the now feather brow takes shape.
The feather brow.
I would like to. Do we have a close-up of this? I would like to bring Rachel into the conversation.
Yeah.
Would you ever feather your brow?
No, I don't think I would ever do that unless it was like for a costume.
I think this is supposed to be like an everyday thing.
This is everyday.
Yeah. Apparently, you use a glue stick to do it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
you'd have to have the brows heavy enough to achieve that in the first place, right?
I don't know enough about eyebrows to dispute that fact.
I don't think I could do that with my eyebrows.
Huh?
I have little eyebrows. You know?
I wouldn't call your eyebrows thin or bushy. I'd say that they're in between, normal.
Would you do it?
No.
No. Okay. Neither would I.
Your Detroit Lions unveiled their new revamped jerseys last night. Season ticket holders got the first look at an event at Ford Field. The jersey, well, there's so many different looks. There's a gray on gray that you will never see unless they play on prime time on Thursday. Then there's the throwbacks right there that you'd see on Thanksgiving Day. Then there is the home traditional blue. And then there's a road jersey that their road look is much improved. It's a white jersey with blue numerals, but also blue pants.
Blue pants, huh?
Blue pants.
I mean, the real question is, do they really need new jerseys? Do they deserve new jerseys?
I drew a response from the peanut gallery walking by. We just had Rhonda Walker walk by. We should have stopped her.
Yeah.
And asked her about the feathered brow.
Now,
what she
Ken
thinks
is a big Lions fan. Maybe we should get his thoughts on this.
TV's Ken. What were you saying about the jerseys, the new uniforms? I should say. I said jerseys, uniforms.
What about them? I like them.
Yeah.
I like the road jerseys. The gray ones, we'll probably never ever see those. Maybe
Very
like once
cool,
a year. Yeah, the home jerseys look pretty similar.
I like the throwbacks. Always like the throwbacks.
Yeah, we were just laughing because a Packers player last night tweeted that jerseys don't mean curse word. But Eric Ebron responded and said something like, "You better hope you're not lining up against me." So it'll all be fun.
It's nothing but a marketing gimmick anyway.
No, it's not. They probably sold 1 million jerseys yesterday, and we're not getting any of that cut. So
Yeah, right. We're the ones sitting here talking about it for the second time in 12 hours. And the team is laughing all the way to the bank with sales going through the roof. Can we revisit squirrel eating ice cream? Because that was
Of course we can.
simply awesome.
She came down and just got friendly with customers and ultimately took one's ice cream cone back up the tree.
She has her own little cone.
Can
She
call her
comes.
name and she literally will come out of her nest in one of these big trees and hop her way down to the roof, ultimately to the rail, and waits on her cone.
The first thing they ask for is Putter here.
Yeah.
Have you seen Putter today? So they come. They know she's here and they want to see her.
It is a lot of fun, and it's a fun place, and she's quite a little character. She actually plays golf with the kids. She'll run around the golf course and play with the golf balls. So she's a cute little mascot. We're blessed to have her.
Yeah, can you come over? All right, we have some breaking news coming into the newsroom right now. So, Sam, here we are.
It was just released. 2 arrested in the Chad Carr. They found the car, Ypsi Township, expected to be arraigned this afternoon. I don't know the property, the hard drive, if that was recovered or not, but I'm getting ready to rifle it off here, and the web guys.
Refresh everybody on
Chad Carr, he's the young boy that passed away. Pittsfield Township, house broken into over the weekend, I believe. Took the car, the safe. The safe contained the hard drive with the pictures on it. They found the car, Ypsi Township. 2 people arrested. Expected to be arraigned this afternoon. Our web guys are working on it. I'm going to get it rifled off to the producers here and get the wheels in motion.
All right, and then we'll once we get everything, all the ducks in a row, you can tune in at noon on Local 4 News, top of the midday, and find out the very latest on. That was a sad story. All those pictures, all that media
Absolutely.
of Chad
You know
Carr,
what, though?
little boy.
And I'm going to throw this out there. All of that stuff ought to be in the cloud where it can't be stolen.
Well, there's that. They found the hard drive, so they have recovered. That's good news.
That's great news.
That's great news. Great news here on a Friday. Speaking of Fridays, John Steckroth.
Oh boy.
As we were going on the air here, I said, "What day is it? Movie day? Woot woot." He goes, "Movie day? Why aren't you showing yourself?"
Movie day.
It's a movie day, and I
Movie
said,
day?
"Yeah, it's Friday." And when new movies come out, movies come out on Friday, and you said,
Oh, wow. Wow. Movies come out on Fridays? Yeah, no, I guess I just never really put that. I thought movies came out on, like, holidays. I know that that's a big thing. But Fridays, yeah, sure. That makes sense. I guess. Yeah.
Fridays are when movies come out.
Someone ought to try putting one out on a Monday. See how that does. It's probably not going to
Well,
happen.
they are looking at different models of pay-per-view, same day as theater, premiering only on pay-per-view. I just read an article the other day about the changing landscape of what Hollywood has to do to keep up, and what it's doing to indie cinema. It used to be back in the day, you'd go to these film festivals like Sundance or Cannes, and with your independent little movie, you're Quentin Tarantino, and you're hoping to pick up a deal and be distributed. And oh, here comes Miramax. Oh, they just bought my movie for $500,000. I'm going to be famous. So then the movie, bless you. So then the movie gets a distribution deal and goes into theaters, not the big ones, but the independent cinema. And people go and see it. It makes a nice little profit, and everybody's happy. Well, pay-per-view and this has turned all that upside down. Now you've got Netflix basically in the game of making independent movies. So where does that leave Miramax in the film festivals?
Netflix is killing it at the moment. They're making great television.
You don't even know my
Great.
backstory on Netflix stock.
Oh, yeah?
You don't even want to know.
I don't.
I bought it so low, and I made a little bit, and I was like, that's good, and I got out of it, and then it went to the freaking moon.
Yeah.
Sunshine says, no feather brows for me. Can we see the feather brows again?
Mm-hmm. I'll pull them up.
Happy Good Friday to everybody, by the way.
Now, she said she was like trying to start a trend.
No, that's
And
not
then in the second Instagram post, it had to do with like how she was joking, but not really. But this was the first time we saw #featherbrow, and they can trace it back to her. This was Stella Sterin. Anyways,
Yeah. Rhonda is on TV right now doing a news update on the Chad Carr, the recovery of the hard drive of family photos, heirloom material for a little boy that would have been gone forever. They have recovered the car, the stolen goods, which is great news. Rhonda's doing an update right now on that. And like I said, we will have more on that on Local 4 News at noon. Gloria Collins says, ugh. Joyce says, those brows look wicked. Jill says they look like millipedes.
it does look like that. When I was putting the side key together, I was trying to figure out how to zoom in properly to make that look right, and every time it just kind of looked like a bug.
Well, when you flick on the light and the millipede goes, you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They scatter.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so freaky. And the ones that are like frilly, that have the ones that stick up.
Just wait. People are going to start putting those on their eyebrows.
Bugs.
That's the new trend.
What's that? Coming up on 9:30, I would like to see the elephant one more time.
Yeah. Did you see the side key I have for the elephants?
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look. Look. Wow, Jim gets video of this exciting encounter. I will remain safely in the Jeep. Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom there, being brought to you by the Mike Morris Law Firm. Oh, shoot. After she did her news cut-in, she went into
The morning meeting?
a voice booth.
Oh.
I really want to get her take on the millipede brows. So, big plans for the weekend? What are you doing? Talk to me. Bowl of Bacon also asking you what you have on schedule, on tap. Good Friday today, and then, of course, Easter on Sunday. What are you doing over the weekend?
What am I doing over the weekend? Tonight, I'm having friends over. I'm cooking dinner.
All right, what's on the menu? I don't recall getting an invite.
Yeah, I'm making filet Oscar tonight.
Okay, do tell.
Just my buddy's girlfriend's in town, so we're having a couple people over.
All right, so it's
So-
two couples.
I think there's gonna be 7 of us. So I'm
Oh
making a lot
boy,
of food.
somebody you got somebody without a.
Well, I think his girlfriend's busy.
Oh,
So
what are you guys going to do? Play Parcheesi or?
we're gonna drink. We're gonna drink most of the night. Yeah. It was kind of the whole like, well, should we go out to the bar? Well, no, we could probably do it cheaper if we just stay in. And then Sunday going out to the grandparents for Easter. You know, got to go find those eggs.
The grandparents are where? Or,
Out in the Irish Hills.
oh, that's right.
You
We
know,
talked about
gotta,
that.
I mean, those eggs need to be found. If they go unfound, they're gonna rot. They're gonna smell. So someone's got to do it.
Look at this name. It's become kind of a thing on our show here to pick out very fun to say names. Laura Pie Sezembra.
Ooh, Sezembra.
Sezembra. Sezembra.
Sezembera.
Sezembera. Francesca Catanese. It's probably Zembara.
Yeah.
You know, one of those crazy.
Just you pretend the Z's aren't there and just go through it.
Zembara. 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 Yeah, don't forget Live in the D, top of the hour. On Local 4, Greg is in on Movie Day. He's going to be sharing his thoughts on The Fate of the Furious, a movie that I keep reading about. Apparently is off the rails, ridiculous, and good for it, or just mindless, just over the top, and oh boy, here we go again with this, and so we'll see. Hey, Beth Frettenborough's still in bed.
Hey, that sounds nice.
That's motivating. Thanks for that, Beth. Donna Swain, checking in from Tipton, Michigan. Lisa DeCrisco, I really love making French fries in your shortening.
What?
Lisa DeCrisco?
Oh,
Lisa of the Crisco?
Yes, Lisa
the
of the Crisco. Got it.
is top notch. I mean, if you're going to make French fries in a fried head,
that's the way to do it.
that is the absolute way to do it. I would not make my French fries. Ta-ra-ra-boom-die, did you get yours today? I got mine yesterday. That's why I feel this way. I knew we would. Here she comes. Shimbera, good try though.
Shimbera.
No.
All right.
From now on, Laura, you are Zezembera. I've changed your name. Happy birthday, Eric. Annie is checking in from Shelby Township. Where are you watching this? Are you in Kenya? Are you in Zezembera?
The country of Sezembera?
Yeah, don't you know?
The nation?
Yeah,
Yes.
don't you know?
I think it was an island, but it's sunk.
My mom still watches you in Texas, says Deidre Delane. Laura Pie Sezembra. Brenda's checking in from Saline. Uh-oh. Kim Possible caught an earworm from Tarara-boom. Yay, did you get yours? Oh, Rhonda. You're going to need your mic.
She's going to need my mic.
The impossibly elegant and put together Rhonda Walker. We have a mic for you right there.
Oh. I'm on? You know I'm on the clock right now. I have a cut-in.
I know, I'm going to make
What
this
time
fast.
is it?
Can we see the beetle brows?
Of course we can.
Okay, wait.
Take a look at these.
34.
Sorry for the
You can just let it.
scratchy sounds. Okay.
What do you think of that? That's an Instagrammer trying to get that started as a trend.
Is
She
it supposed to
separated
be
her-
eyeshadow?
No, her eyebrow. She separated her
Oh, I was looking at the eyeshadow. I totally missed the part through her eyebrow.
She used a glue stick to take. Look, there she is.
Oh, no, no,
To go
no,
up.
no, no, no.
No, what? No? Mm-mm. Come on, you could do that.
Not even feel. I probably could do that, but it's too much. I think just a nice, tweezed eyebrow works just fine. It looks really dramatic and strange when you see her whole face.
I know it's more compelling close up, but when you go to the.
You want the big natural brow, but that's just taking it too far. But it definitely looks like a feather if that's her goal.
It does.
Guess how
Isn't
she
like
does
a
it.
quill?
She does it with a glue stick.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's too much work. It takes long enough just to, comb them and maybe put a little powder in. Now a glue stick and all that. Who has the time?
Well, apparently plenty of people have time to go shopping for Lions gear because, as we reported earlier this morning and last night, the Lions have debuted all their new uniforms, and Rhonda, being a huge Lions fan, had some thoughts on the fashion here on display.
I thought they all looked pretty good. I didn't have a problem with any of them. Usually the throwback one, I'm kind of like, but the Lions have never really had a bad throwback uniform, so I think they're good. They don't change them a whole lot. There's not a big dramatic
a tweak
change.
here and a tweak there.
You know what I really like, though, is like the royal blue pants for the away jerseys. I thought that was pretty sweet.
I think on the whole it's a home run, but we were laughing here that it's a lot of marketing.
Of course it is. Now we got it. But, I do like when they change little things with the logos, like you can get a new hat, or sometimes you see the players and the coaches on the sidelines have a hat, and you're like, wait, I've never seen that one before. So.
Do you like the old Lion that we grew up with, or do you like the Lion they went to a few years back?
The more modern Lion with the black trim?
Yeah, with all the mane flowing and all.
I think I like the old one.
I like the old Lion, too.
Yeah.
I would
and the old Lions, too, because they went to the playoffs that one time when we were young.
That one time? When Eric Kramer was the quarterback?
Remember? In the Wayne Fonts days?
I remember exactly where I was when they beat the Cowboys.
Yes.
To go, and then, of course, they didn't make it.
I was there at the Silverdome.
Were you there at that game?
I was there. My girlfriend's dad took us, and I will never forget it. Little did I know we weren't going to be back for a while.
No kidding. I mean, if you could have predicted back then. Oh,
I thought we were good growing up.
Well.
We're still good, but, we could get better.
All right.
Room for improvement, right?
Right. Rhonda Walker, everybody.
That's it? You're done with me?
Yeah, you're off the hook.
All
I just
right.
wanted to know what you thought of the brows and the uniforms.
I didn't like it at all. Seriously. I think we do too much with our eyebrows with, like tattooing and all the coiffing that goes on. I
And
just
then
think
the piercings.
we
And
need,
then
we just need to keep it a lot more simple. There's way more time that you can spend on other things in life than parting and gluing your eyebrows. I'm done.
That's quote board material right there. There's way more things you could be doing with your time than parting and gluing your eyebrows. Rhonda Walker, 2017 mic drop and walk. Well, how do you follow that? Oh. The fashionable. What's going on over there?
Right.
Mike.
Okay, you're still
Mike.
on. I don't know which mic was which, and I didn't want to turn off yours. Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right. The fashionable Rhonda Walker weighing in on glue brows, feather brows.
Feather brows.
Oh, now we're hearing from Lisa. Lisa, do you know that that's kind of a thing that we do around here is we botch up the last names that are not easy to pronounce? So that's how you became Lisa DeCrisco.
Lisa DeCrisco.
She says, "You so blotched up my last name, LOL. I don't like the new Lions uniforms." I bet I could pronounce this. Linda Brisbois Clark. You see that one?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Brisbois.
Brisbois. Hello, Sue. How you doing? Again, I'm going to ask, where are you watching from? What city, what state, what country? We need to know these things for research. We do. So you talked about what's on the menu and the people you're having over. Rachel, what do you have going on for the weekend?
I just got a new used car, a PT Cruiser 2004. So I'm going to get that fixed up a little bit. And it's finals week for me. 3 more weeks until graduation.
Good luck.
All right.
Yeah.
Break a leg and all that stuff.
Thank you.
I see that Holly Matchalak has joined us. Good to see her as always. Cynthia. Annie Stradner is in Southfield. Westland for Deborah. Pat Ludke's checking in, but didn't bother to say where from. Romulus is here. Nancy's in Bridgewater Township. Steven says the Lions should put real fur and fangs in their uniforms.
Might help.
Couldn't go wrong, right? Joseph James is watching from Roseville. Steve is in Macomb. Gloria is Dearborn Heights. Rick is Grosse Pointe. East Point. They're all over the place. Lincoln Park. Whatever happened to Lincoln Park?
Yeah, they're probably still around, doing some sort of indie music, maybe. I don't know.
But they spell theirs Linkin, right? Lincoln?
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln Park. Sandusky, Michigan. Nancy's over there in the Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Nancy, I could use some fish and chips from Sir Cedric's Halibut Fish and Chips. Pat's like, you didn't botch my name. Wow. No, it's very Ludke.
Ludke. Ludk.
Not Lunk.
No, Ludk.
Pontiac. How you doing, Daryl? Hickman, Kentucky?
Hickman, Kentucky. How about that?
What goes on in Hickman? Oh, now I'm curious. I'm going to lean back in my chair for this.
Hickman, Kentucky. Here, it's a party town.
Got my corn cob pipe. Do tell about what is it? Hickman. Tell me about Hickman, Kentucky. Sounds like a right fine place to
Settle down.
raise a rugrat. I want to know about Hickman, Kentucky.
Rick Stevens has a good question, and the answer is yes, but we won't.
Generally speaking, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, for comic effect from time to time, or I'll censor myself. I'll do the Chevy Chase thing where he, says the word but just really mouths it and like it's cutting in and out kind of thing. He was the best at that. Have you ever seen him do that?
Oh,
guy?
yeah.
Nautical Mile for Paul Harning, Geraldine Rose, Haslacker, beyond. Some of these names are like, what if you're at the DMV? Geraldine loves watching from Roseville. Is that record store in Roseville still open? You know, the place that's got a bajillion 45s and albums
I don't think
and
I've ever
rock
been there.
memorabilia and old magazines.
I gotta check it out. We're in Roseville.
Never heard of it?
No.
It's on Gratiot between, I'm just guessing, 696, you go a little bit north and it's on the left maybe.
Okay.
Before I can even Google this, somebody out there in Local 4 Nation is going to answer this question before I get to it. Rachel, do you know? Do you know that side of town? Yep, Memories and Melodies. See, Rick Stevens got right to it.
Okay.
Oh, it's in East Point.
Okay.
I thought it was in Roseville. Apparently not. And Joseph says it's still there. Cody Ann is in New Baltimore, loves the show, to which I say, why? Is there anything in particular about it that you like? Crystal is down in enemy territory in Ohio, but still representing Michigan. See you, Rachel. Lions uniform is nothing but a money grab. 15th New Jersey since 2001, says
Is that
Paul.
right? That can't be. 15? Maybe.
Steven says, did I miss the elephant video? Well, we've showed it a couple of times, and once this archives, you'll go back and you'll be able to look at it. Thank you, Cody.
Yeah, Scott Rebb says Dearborn Music. That's where I usually go record shopping.
I can recommend it a couple of places.
Yeah?
Solo Records in Royal Oak. It's on Woodward.
Okay.
Very kind proprietors there. Affordable, nice. Then there's UHF in Royal Oak on Washington. And then there's a store, the name of which I apologize, I can't remember. It is in Oak Park. And it's just east of, see, it's north of the highway. And just east of, is that Southfield Road? Where the old Kmart used to be. At any rate, there are record stores popping up all over the place. Yes, Tiffany, take a look at this video of Rachel. Why do I keep saying Rachel? April the giraffe.
Still pregnant.
You what now?
Any day now.
Like I said, that was a song. Any day now. Ronnie Millsap from 1981 or 82, something like that. Nancy Schmidt says she loves the Oak of Royal. Look at this. Never heard of you, but a friend suggested I watch, so I will comment whether I like your show or not.
Hey, all right. But make sure you go back and watch the beginning when we did all the...
If you're just now joining us, all the good stuff happened like 30 minutes ago. Now we're just hanging out riffing. And when I say we're just hanging out, just me and John now. Rachel had to go do Live in the D, and I'm going to have to go do Live in the D here in 10 minutes. But John's still here.
I'm going to write the news.
You're going to write?
Yep.
What do you mean you're going to write the news?
Well, I got a couple of stories to write for Click on Detroit. White Boy Rick Wershey, he's got a hearing to decide if he'll get a parole hearing today. So I believe that's supposed to happen around 10, so I need to get something prepared for that. If he gets a majority of the votes, I think it's a council of 10 people, then he'll get a parole hearing, and then maybe he'll get out after being the longest-serving juvenile offender in Michigan history.
But then, doesn't he have something outstanding in Florida where he might have to go serve 5 years there or something about car theft? Or
Yeah, I think that's right. It had to do something to do with his mother was holding on to a car that was somehow... I don't know all the specifics of it. I'd have to look at the story to refresh my memory.
Jackie says, what do I think about April the giraffe? I think that Toys R Us is... I don't know how much they paid for that banner sponsor that we're covering up.
Yep, we're covering it up.
Wait, is she getting to go outside?
Yeah, she gets to go outside every day.
Is that Frozen or? Oh no, she's moving.
She's moving. Just
she's
taking
like,
her time, yeah. A little cautious.
Yeah, it is. There was a little hitch in her giddy up there.
And then Oliver's like, hey, wait for me. Got to open my door first.
Yeah, he does look like he needs to go out and see the missus or his girlfriend, however you want to put it. Geraldine says, I watched you when you were on the other place. Now that you're on Local 4, I watch you there. Well, thank you, Geraldine. Jackie is laughing her... Yeah, Tiffany, you're right. The old Kmart was in the Lincoln Center in Oak Park at Greenfield between 696 and 12 Mile. That's what I was trying to think of, Greenfield. See what happens? I've only been gone from that area for 10 months, and I'm like, man, where was that record store? It was by the other place. What was the last record you bought, John?
Francois Hardy's initial album, her first album. Francois Hardy, French singer? No, you don't know her?
Is she the one that's oui, oui?
I don't know. I'll find something on my phone. We'll play a little bit of it.
Is it the old-timey French jazzy kind of voice? Yeah. I can hear it in my head, and once you start playing it, I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. Oh, Linda has limited viewing options, so she watches. I got so much going on right here, and still a whole other hour to do on television. I wonder how many people that watch this actually then bother to turn on the TV. You paid money for this?
Yeah, this is a great album.
I'm kidding. Okay. What's your girlfriend think about this? She seemed very nice when I met her.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, she's great.
I detected an essence of tolerance, like for some of you.
Tolerates me.
She tolerates some of your eccentricities. I mean,
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a little bit goofy.
And she finds that cute and endearing.
That's right.
Plus, and then you can wow her with your world's most interesting man skills with your charcuterie and your
Exactly. My fine cooking skills, my
your leather-bound books.
Yep.
Kim's still obsessed with us doing a studio audience like Kelly and Company. And what's with the goofy jams? Oh. That was so funny yesterday when I watched the Mercurio portion of the show yesterday.
Yesterday's show was incredible.
It was good.
I got to touch a kangaroo.
Yeah,
Like,
we
I
had
never-
a baby kangaroo and nationally known comedian Paul Mercurio, who actually works on the resurgent Late Show with Stephen Colbert. He was here, and he walked onto this set. He took a double take at John. He goes, "What are you, a hipster bartender?"
At a craft beer store.
At a craft beer store, exactly. Hey, Buffy O'Keefe, good to see you. Ken, with some thoughts on scheduling. Okay, so in less than 5 minutes, I have to be in studio about 100 yards from here on a completely different mic setup, different earpiece, and in place for the tease on TV at 5 minutes to the top of the hour. Then at 10 o'clock, it's live in the D with myself, Chuck, and Tati. We'll see you then.
Stay classy, Detroit.
Thanks, Yvette.
Jason Carr Live was sponsored by the Mike Morse Law Firm, 855 Mike Wins.